What's going on, my Poke friends? Hope you're doing well today. Today, I'm going to be showing you how we can get almost any Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield using the trade bots in my Discord server. And the best part about this, guys, as you can see behind me, all the Pokemon you'll be able to get through my trade bots will be able to be moved into Pokemon Home, so you'll be able to add to your home collection and tick off any missing Pokemon for your Pokemon Home Go decks. Now, there are a few prerequisites that we need, guys, for this to work. You do need an active Nintendo Online subscription, a copy of Scarlet and Violet or Pokemon Sword and Shield, as well as having Discord, so you can join my Discord server and become a Discord member. So to use the Pokemon Go trade feature in my Discord server for my Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet bot, it does require you to become a paid member through either YouTube or my Patreon, guys. And what this does is it helps to keep the lights on. Unfortunately, it's not cheap to purchase Nintendo Switches. Currently have 24 of these. Each of them requires their own copy of the game. I need to buy multiple Nintendo Online subscriptions to keep the Switches online. And then I also have a dedicated server that has to run 24/7 to run all the trade bots for you all. Anyway, enough with that. Let's dive into the video and show you how you can get your hands on some awesome Pokemon from Pokemon Go. Alright, so let's jump into my Discord server. Link will be in the video description. Once you have joined the server, guys, you will need to verify by visiting the verification channel, scrolling down and clicking on either of the verification buttons, which will open up access to the Discord server for you. If you're not interested in becoming a paid member, there are two options to get free access, which I'll show you quickly now. So we'll scroll down until you see the free Sysbot trial. You've got the Sysbot trial channel and the free access channel. In the Sysbot trial channel, you can read the little bit of information in the channel, and then to get access, all you have to do is type in trial into the channel, and then just make sure you hit submit, and then this will grant you 20 minutes free access to all trade bots in my Discord server. The second option is boosting my server. When you boost my server, you will be given 2 days access to all of the members only trade bots in my Discord server. Alrighty, so with that out of the way, what you want to do is scroll down in the server until you find the Pogo List tutorial channel. I'm obviously going to show you what you need to do in this video, but there is some pretty important information to read in the channel, so go through that at some point as well. But for now, we'll just go through with the video guide. So to start off, we are going to start with Scarlet and Violet. So we're going to scroll down, and you can see here there is a Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Go list with 727 Pokemon available. I suggest downloading this text document as it will make it easier for you to search for the Pokemon. So if we download the file and then save it to our desktop and then open the file, you can see here that this is a huge list of Pokemon, and there's a bit of information on the screen that you can see. Now, the upside of saving the text document to your computer is that you can come up to edit and you can click find. As you can see here, I've already got Mew typed in, so if I press enter, it'll take me to the next closest name with Mew, so it's taking me to a Mewtwo. You can hit enter again, it'll go to the next Mewtwo again, and then it'll finally go to the Pokemon called Mew. Give you another example, let's just go Lugia. So if we type in Lugia, hit enter, that'll take us down to the first Lugia Pokemon. And if you hit enter again, you might find a different Lugia. There are multiple versions of some of the Pokemon. If there are multiple instances of the same Pokemon on the list, it is generally because they are in a different Pokeball, they have different stats, they could be from a specific event, or they are in a different language. Now, seeing as we are on a Lugia, what we're going to do is we're going to come down, and where you see use $BRR221 to press this battle ready file, what we're going to do is copy from the $ all the way to the end of the number, like so. We're going to copy that and then head back over to Discord. Once back in Discord, guys, you're going to need to find the Miraidon Scarlet and Violet trade bot. This also works with Walking Wake, but we're going to use the Miraidon trade bot today. You want to come down to where you see message, and then you want to paste in the message that you copied from the text document. As you can see, $BRR221. And if we press enter, it'll say battle ready file request added to the queue. And as you can see here, this is the Lugia that we requested. It is level 20. It is from Pokemon Go. As you can see here, notice home tracker detected. This means the Pokemon has a valid home tracker. Essentially what this means is the Pokemon will be able to move into Pokemon Home without any issues. You'll then notice you've received a DM from the Miraidon tradebot. This will contain your unique link code that you will enter into Scarlet and Violet. Once you open your DM, you will notice your link code here, and then when the trade is ready, you will see this message here, loading the trade portal. It'll show your link code, and it'll say initializing trade with the Pokemon that you requested. This is when you'll want to have your link code entered into your Poke Portal and start searching to find the trade partner. Now that you're armed with your link code, guys, head over to your Poke Portal, make sure that you're online, select link trade, and then enter your link code. And then once you've done that, as long as the trade bot says that it is initializing trade like I showed you earlier, then you click on begin searching for trade partner. Whilst we wait to find our trade partner, suggest that you trade over a low level throwaway Pokemon that you don't care about to the trade bot, just in case you can't recover the Pokemon that you traded over. So in this case, I have a Hoppet. So we're going to send Hoppet away forever, and in return we are going to get a shiny Lugia from Pokemon Go that we are going to move into Pokemon Home after this video, just to demonstrate that you can indeed move it into Pokemon Home to add to your Pokemon Go collection. Bye Hoppet, thank you for being cannon fodder. And there we go, we have received our Lugia from my trade bot. Let's cancel out of the trade, and then we'll go over to our box and check out our brand new Lugia. So now we're back in our box, and we can check the summary of our Lugia. There it is, there is our Lugia. It has traded over with my original trainer name, and it should do the same for you. So I am obviously Nutella Guy AU. There is the moves that our Lugia knows, and this Pokemon is pretty timid by nature, and it seems to have traveled across space and time to join us from Pokemon Go. Awesome. So now I'm just going to quickly scoot over to Pokemon Home, show you how we can move our Lugia into Pokemon Home. And as you can see, we've loaded into Pokemon Home. There is our Lugia in box 1 that we just traded over into Scarlet and Violet. We're going to drag him over into our home box, and we are going to save. Wait an eternity for home to save. It's still slow even on the Switch 2. There we go. Our box has been saved. Lugia has been deposited into Pokemon Home. Now I've just loaded back into the actual Pokemon Home box itself. I'm just going to go check summary to show you it's definitely there. There it is. There is our Lugia with my OT. As it said in the game earlier, it seems to have been first met in Pokemon Go, and that was back in 2023. And that is how we can get almost any Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Scarlet and Violet using my Discord server, guys. Now the method for Sword and Shield is exactly the same. Go back to the Pogo list tutorial, scroll down, and then where you see Sword and Shield Pokemon Go complete list, there is 736 Pokemon in this list. As we did with the Scarlet and Violet list, download the list to your Windows computer. Use the search feature to find the Pokemon that you want. I'm just going to view the file here, and we're going to pick a random Pokemon. We're going to go with this Zekrom here, so we want to copy BRR 549, Sword and Shield. Go down until you find the members section again, and then we want the Zacian Sword and Shield bot. Paste this into the text channel exactly like we did with Scarlet and Violet. We'll get a description of our Zekrom trade. This Pokemon is non-native and has a home tracker. You'll get a DM from the Zacian trade bot. As you did with Scarlet and Violet, the trade process is the same with Sword and Shield. Enter your link code and then wait until the bot tells you that the trade is loading the trade portal, initializing trade. Once your link code is set, guys, and the trade bot has said that it is initializing the trade, start a search and look for your trade partner. Once again, make sure you have a throwaway Pokemon just like you did with Scarlet and Violet, as you'll be saying goodbye to that Pokemon for good. Trade partner has finally been found. As I said, trade away a throwaway Pokemon. I'm just going to do this Ivysaur. There is the Zekrom that we have requested from Pokemon Go. I much prefer Sword and Shield over Scarlet and Violet, to be honest. Slightly off topic, but I just think the game looks a lot better. Just prefer this trading screen too, but anyway, there goes our Ivysaur. Turn, we are getting our shiny Zekrom from Pokemon Go. Well, this one might not be shiny, I can't remember. There we are. Trade is complete, so we can head back to our box and check out our new Zekrom. So we'll just head over to our Pokemon. Now they're in our box, there is our level 20 Zekrom, so we'll check the summary. This Zekrom, sorry, was indeed not shiny, but there you can see it was from Pokemon Go. It'll have your original trainer name as well. Mine is Nutella Guy AU. Stats, its moves, and there we go. Pokemon is pretty adamant by nature and has traveled all the way across space and time to join us from Pokemon Go. And then like we did with Scarlet and Violet, we're going to head over to Pokemon Home quickly and deposit our Zekrom into Pokemon Home. So here we are, we've loaded into Pokemon Home and connected to Sword and Shield. We're going to take our Zekrom, we're going to move him into a random spot in Pokemon Home. And then we are going to save and quit. Once again, wait an eternity for Pokemon Home to save. And there you have it, guys. We have saved our Zekrom into our Pokemon Home box. And then just as we did with Scarlet and Violet, guys, I've loaded back into the home box itself. There is our Zekrom, as you can see. As you can see, Zekrom is indeed from Pokemon Go. It was met in 2020 and has my trainer name, but when you trade it across, it'll have your own trainer name. And that's it for today's video, guys. I know it was a bit more of a longer video, but I hope you found it interesting and helpful, and hopefully this will help you get some of those hard to obtain Pokemon from Pokemon Go so you can complete some of your Pokédex in Pokemon Home. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.